Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Hard.
On first down, it's Moss, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
218, chop, 2.
On second down, it's Moss. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, seam 6.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Complete to Dorsett. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 13. Check 13. Check.
Greystone, travel.
Ready.
Lock now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ready, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got you. Check 26. Check 26.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Locke looks to throw it again. And that will be incomplete.
Locke's pass, intended for Cooper Kupp, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he fell on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Moss. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slam.
Rock it. Go. Get.
On 2nd down now. It's Moss, and the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Here we go. The
25-yard line.
Inside. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that home.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
Back to throw, Darnold. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You're all mine, baby. 6-6, pull it high, 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Block off the play action. Rolling to his right. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw it is Locke. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Under 10.
From midfield, here's Locke. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 37. Watch twin. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Moss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And some room to roam now. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm going.
They go to Elliott again. Fights through him. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw is Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Come on, set. 50, flank. Takes 3. 218, chopper.
On 1st down. It's Moss, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No. Off.
Blue draw, Parker.
Mike 5-5. I'm coming. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hit it.
They do go for it. It's locked. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, lady. Big stop, G. Big stop.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 22, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Elliott, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Watch 24. Check 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Set, 8-3.
Mike, I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 4.
Hey, Haywood.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
General West, let's go.
On 1st down, it's Moss. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53. Mike, 53.
You go get it.
On 1st down, Lock. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Moss. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. faking the give. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, there was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Steelers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be third and 19. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Locke throwing on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Here's Locke to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Elliott running right. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Escaping the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
They'll run on first down. Moss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Go now. 91.
On 3rd down, it's Moss, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So this one in the win column for the